Hi and welcome. I'm NFDA President Ashley Cozine, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of my favorite cities, Washington, D.C. If this is your first time to D.C., you are in for a great experience. I'm joined today by NFDA Immediate Past President and Advocacy Committee Chair Bob Arrington, NFDA CEO Christine Pepper, and NFDA Senior Vice President of Advocacy Leslie Witter. This portion of our three-part Advocacy Summit Orientation Series will discuss what you can expect during your time in our nation's capital.
Thanks, Ashley. I'll talk about the summit schedule now. Here's an overview of how we'll spend our time in D.C. So we'll begin on Wednesday, April 27th with something new. From 4 to 5, we're going to have a very casual meet and greet in the promenade room at the Mayflower Hotel. So if you're a first-time attendee or you have any questions or you just like to come and talk to us face-to-face or meet some other colleagues, come and meet with NFDA board and staff. We'll be available to chat with you before you head off to the welcome party. Now, the welcome party is also a new addition this year. It's from 6 to 8 at the Botanic Gardens. The U.S. Botanic Gardens are up on the grounds of the Capitol building and are an absolutely fantastic site to take in. So we look forward to welcoming you to both the meet and greet and the welcome party on Wednesday. Thursday morning, April 28th, begins with breakfast and some welcome remarks from President Cozine. We're going to have a very special speaker from 8 till 9. We're not giving details on that yet, but keep tuned and we will let you know soon. Another addition this year is we're going to get a group photo. At 9:30 a.m., everybody's going to go up to the hill, and right before your hill visit, we're going to take a group photo on the steps of the Capitol building. This will be on the side of the Capitol that faces in the Supreme Court. After that, you can go on your hill visits. I suggest you do your hill visits from 10 till 5 and make sure that you're in the photo at 9:30. We'll also have a welcome room at the Capitol Hill Club, which is on the house side of the Capitol building. That's from 10 till 4, and that's where it will be on the 3rd floor on the speaker's suite. Now, from 6 to 8, we're having a new exclusive pack event. Bob, do you want to mention anything about the Thursday event?
Oh, yeah. Every year we work really hard to make the Advocacy Summit an event to remember. And this year we're working hard to put on an event on Thursday night that will pretty well blow your socks off. Nothing like this we've ever done before. I don't want to give away all the details right now, but stay tuned for more information regarding the Thursday night pack event at the Trump Hotel.
Great. Thanks, Bob. That sounds very exciting. I'm looking forward to this. So we're going to finish up on Friday, April 29th. Our first speaker is not to be missed. His name is Dan Miller, and he is from the Wounded Warrior Project. And so Dan is going to speak from 8 until 9 with the possibility of questions until 9:30. Then at 10 o'clock, we're going to have a bus leave the Mayflower Hotel and take everybody over to Arlington National Cemetery. Now, Dan is also going to come on this tour with us. At 11:15, we have a special NFDA wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. We also have an additional tour of the caisson stables where the horses for the caisson are kept at Arlington National Cemetery. At 1 o'clock, we'll conclude our tour, and buses will take people back to Ronald Reagan National Airport. If you're going to the airport, make sure you bring your luggage, but buses will also take you back to the Mayflower if you're staying over. So, Ashley, why don't you tell us a bit about the new welcome party?
Thanks, Leslie. I'd be glad to. We are doing things differently this year by beginning our Advocacy Summit with an exclusive party at the United States Botanic Garden, conveniently located right on the grounds of the Capitol. We are delighted to welcome you to Washington in such a beautiful location. This is a must-attend party. It is from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday, April 26th, and is sure to be an experience you'll remember. The Botanic Garden is on the grounds of the Capitol complex. If you take a taxi, have the driver drop you off on Independence Avenue, or you can take the Metro to Capitol South and walk a few blocks to the Botanic Garden. Members of Congress and their staff will be invited to this event in advance, so all you have to do is show up. Each state will have a state sign, so your legislators can easily find your group. And of course, there will be food and drinks available. But this isn't the only event to get excited about this year. Christine, why don't you tell us about NFDA's special wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery?
Absolutely, Ashley. This is truly one of my favorite parts of this annual trip to Washington, D.C. It is an honor to watch the NFDA president lay a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers each year. This year, NFDA President Ashley Cozine will lay a wreath on behalf of all of funeral service at 11:15 on Friday, April 28th. Buses will leave the Mayflower Hotel at 10 a.m. to take you to Arlington National Cemetery, and following the ceremony, back to the Mayflower Hotel or to Ronald Reagan National Airport, as Leslie said. If you are going to the airport, please bring your luggage. As you might imagine, this unique experience is very popular with attendees. And this year, we have a tour of the stables, as Leslie mentioned. If you haven't already, I strongly suggest you reserve your space today. Tickets will sell out quickly.
Thanks, Christine. I've been to many advocacy summits, and the app last year was a really helpful addition. This year, we'll have an even better app that will truly make us the most of our time in DC. The app can be downloaded to any mobile device in the App Store by simply typing in NFDA Advocacy. This app will have everything you need to keep you on track in DC. The app is compatible with Apple and Android devices. You'll find your daily schedule of events, speaker bios, maps of the Capitol and Metro system, and even tips for successful Hill visits. You'll even be able to fill in your Hill visit report forms immediately after each visit and email them to NFDA staff. This is best done soon after the meeting so you can easily capture everything discussed. I'm particularly excited about two new features of the app. This year, the app will have photos of your legislators to help you identify them even if they are not in their office. You may bump into them in the hallways or the cafeteria, so it's always good to be prepared to introduce yourself and maybe even snap a photo with them. My favorite new benefit is that we can automatically push schedule updates directly to your phone, but only if NFDA makes your appointments. I highly encourage you to have NFDA schedule your Hill visits. If your meetings get changed, you will know instantly via the app. With all these great features, be sure to download the NFDA Advocacy app before you get to Washington.
When you arrive at the NFDA registration desk in the Mayflower Hotel, you will receive a blue NFDA portfolio complete with a place to hold your business cards, a pen holder, a notepad, and glossy leave-behind legislative brochures for each office that you are visiting. It will also include talking points for you to use during our lobby visits. I really like these new portfolios, first introduced last year. They're easy to carry around and look very professional. For those of you who like hard copies, you will also receive a 2017 Advocacy Summit program and planner with all the information you need about the event. You'll find a lot of the same information in the program and planner that's available on the app. Legislator listings for easy follow-up year-round, daily schedules, speaker bios, tips on working with your legislators, Capitol Hill visit reports, and of course places of interest in and around DC.
We are very lucky to have access to the Capitol Hill Club at 300 First Street Southeast. Not only is it ideally located across from the Cannon House Office building, but it is also an exclusive member-only club where a lot of members of Congress spend their time when they aren't in their offices. In fact, you are sure to see several members of Congress come and go throughout the day. This is the perfect spot for you to meet with your group, come by and grab a sandwich or something to drink, or maybe even just rest your feet. We have the speaker suite on the 3rd floor from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can come by and talk with staff, ask questions, review your visits, or simply take a rest. We also will have a social media corner this year that Leslie will tell us about now.
Thanks, Christine. Yes, it's very important that we really make an impact while we're in DC. We need to let people know we're here, and social media gives us a great opportunity to expand our reach. I think it would be fun if summit participants tweeted photos of themselves preparing for their trip to Washington. How about a photo of you choosing the right suits and the right shoes to bring, packing your bags, or photos of you traveling on a plane to get here to DC? And then once you're in DC, those social media photos will really make a difference. For example, if you take a photo and send it to #NFDA in DC, your photo will be put on NFDA's social media sites. But here's another thing you can do. Send that photo back to the congressional staff you met with, and you may end up on the legislators' social media or Twitter pages. This year, we will have NFDA staff available in our social media corner in the speaker suite in the Capitol Hill Club. Here we will take mini videos of you talking about your experience on the Hill. But if you don't want to be videotaped, you can also provide written quotes. Hopefully, this will encourage other members to come to the Advocacy Summit in the future, and will also be a great reminder of the fun time you had in our nation's capital.
All the information you need can be found at nfda.org/advocacy summit. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the other orientation videos for more information to get prepared. You can always contact our advocacy team or an NFDA member service representative with any questions. If you're a first-time attendee, have questions about anything, or would just like to talk with us face-to-face in advance of your DC experience, we will be available in the Promenade Room at the Mayflower Hotel on Wednesday from 4 until 5 to chat with you before we head off to the welcome party. If you find yourself with a break between meetings but don't want to go in and out and through security again, you can always grab a coffee in one of the House or Senate cafeterias.
We're looking forward to advocating for funeral service with you at the 2017 NFDA Advocacy Summit this April. See you there.